Okay.
Alrighty, howdy gang. Miles here, Maritime Sword School. It's been a minute, let's be real. Making these videos is a super huge pain in the butt, so I don't really do them much anymore. Okie dokie. But here's a fun one, okay? This was my 43rd birthday bear pit. I'm joined with my son, Bill. Hi, Bill. This is my 43rd birthday bear pit, alrighty? So these are always really fun. For every year you turn, you gotta do a fight with someone, alright? So Braden's up first. He has chosen the rapier. He knows full well that I don't do rapier. I hate rapier. Rapier sucks. Whenever somebody tells me they fence rapier, I always just think, like, were they out of other swords? Like, it's literally the least fun sword to fence with. Okie dokie. And there's the point. There's the point with the thrust. Perfect. Easy peasy. My strategy here is to get these done quickly. Okie dokie. I do not want to expend a crazy amount of energy going over these... you know, like running exchanges over and over and over again. Okay, some people did make me by doubling out, which is, you know, which is fine. Okay, which is fine already. But I'm not even worried about using like my chintziest, cheesiest strategies just to get my point as quickly as possible. I promise they start to move a little bit faster in between rounds here. Okay, there's definitely some ass dragging going on here. Andy Carr's up next with the longsword. Perfect. I love longsword. Absolutely. We're squaring off here, and he scores a brilliant little hand snipe there. I was so bummed. But I mean, like, kudos to him. That was a great hand snipe. You know what I mean? It was super clean, and he was out before I could do anything, so that's about as nice as it gets, okay? But, you know, I've taken notes, and I took a note there, okay? And I'm not sure if I'm going to let him work next time. Alrighty? I don't know if I'm going to square off next time. Alright. Here comes Liz. Liz chooses saber, and Liz makes a huge mistake. Liz gave me the straight saber. Pop. Arm snipe. Okie dokie. All day long, all right? I'll always take the straight saber over the curved saber. 100%. I mean, like, for scoring points, they're just better. Okay, Bill, please come back, buddy. Alrighty, so next up we've got... Okay, he switched sides. Alright. So next up we've got... What do we got? We've got Case here with the sword and buckler. Okie dokie. Case is up next with the sword and buckler, okay? Case always picks sword and buckler, okay? We're a little out of frame there already. We're a little bit out of frame, and it looks like Case connected with me there on the forearm, okie dokie. I'm not sure if mine connected. It sounded like it connected, to be honest. That sounded like fabric to me on the impact, but I mean, it looks like I called the wrist there, so we're going to chalk that one up to Mr. Case, all right? Next up, we have Etienne, and Etienne chooses rapier and dagger. They're giving me the weapons that I hate, okay? At this point, sword and buckler, rapier and dagger. This is stuff I hate fencing, okay? So I just get him on the lag, okay? I just get him on the lag. He sucks at protecting his lead lag. I mean, he's really good at protecting his lead lag, okay? And pop. There we go. Let's see, what do we got up next here, okay? Vince going for the dagger, okay? Vince going for the dagger. Another southpaw. This is the second southpaw in a row. Okie dokie. Vince is super twitchy. Super twitchy, right? So the second you get it, you do anything, he's going to attack, right? And we see true to form there, right? I feint something to the body. He tries to come over the top. I parry it and hit him, right? Great, another one for me. Next up, we have Gabby, and Gabby's taking the epee. Oh, we don't do epee. We're a HEMA club. Epes are so unmartial. We do epee all the time. Okay, get epes, they're great, okay? Just like that, and yeah, nice thrust, one and done, easy peasy. Time to the mount. Perfect. So we're at 5-2, so I'm winning, but not by much. Braden is up again, and what does Braden have here? Braden goes for the single stick, and Braden goes for like the traditional full basket leather style single stick, which I don't really like very much. So I punish him with a lag snipe. Okay. Exactly, Bill. That's right. Okay, relax, you. All right, here comes Francois. What did Francois pick? Francois chose saber. Francois is a really good saber. Alrighty, so let's see, what do we got here? Perfect, just like that. Little bit of fundamental peri-riposte stuff. Tried to force him to stay on the high line there. Okay, I didn't really want to mess around with low line and potentially doubling out if my lag slip wasn't fast enough. Forced him on the high line. Here we go, Andy. Andy Carr's back, and Andy's with the saber again. Okie dokie. And pop. There's a little snipe underneath. Okay, we're at 8-2. Okay, so we're doing okay. I'm still pretty bummed out about those 2 that I lost. You know, Gabby was making fun of me afterward. They were like, what, you were disappointed you didn't fence perfectly 43 rounds in a row? And I was like, yeah, I suck. Here comes Morgan, okay. Morgan's new, but Morgan's doing great. Morgan is a LARPer, okay. So Morgan goes for the foam. And we get a little doubly, that's okay. No problem here. No problem. A little bit doubly, and that's just something that happens with newer people, right? And honestly, like, good on them for pushing it, and just like that gets the snipe to the body. I think that was a really nice point right there. Well done, Morgan. All right, perfect. What do we got here now? Liz. Liz is going for the longsword. Liz loves longsword. Okie dokie, Davito, if you see this, okay, your sister loves the longsword. Okay, she will fence longsword nonstop. Alrighty. Let's see, what has she gotten? She's a very active fencer. Very active fencer, very good fencer. You can always see the kendo in her. There we go. So, and I just score a little thrust there, a little tap to the shoulder, pulled it. But I knew I had the center line there, so I didn't have to crush it to get it in. Pretty straightforward. There's another one for the good guy, and the wicked students are trailing. 9-3. That's right, Bill. Get back to class. Or, well, whatever. I mean, I don't know. All right, here I am with Case, and Case has chosen the Doosac. I love Doosac. I'll fence Doosac all day, every day. I don't lose a single Doosac match in here, okay? Spoiler alert. I rarely lose a Doosac match, okay? And there's the parry. With the parry, one of the number one things that you can do to help yourself with Doosac, as soon as you parry, you get your offhand on their weapon before you score. Okie dokie, right? And that just gives you the clean hit. Yeah, it's just good advice. Here we are with Etienne. Etienne's a monster with saber, so good luck. But I've got a strategy here. Perfect, just like that, okay? And the strategy is just kind of force the exchanges I want and make the exchanges I don't want more difficult. There. Okie dokie, right? So I was just staying really close to the center while I was closing to try to cut off his 7 and try to make sure that he didn't have a good angle underneath my dominant arm. Here we go with Big Andrew. Andrew's fucking huge, dude, I'll tell you what, okay? And he's going with the foil. I love fencing foil too here, okay? And he's fast. He does karate too. He's like faster than you think he's going to be. I get one of my favorite points with foil there. But that guy's always like so much faster than I think he's going to be. You know what I mean? Here comes Vince, and Vince chooses saber here. Okay, Vince chooses saber. Okay, and I grab my I choose the Riddelli because I know his weighs 750 grams, so I chose one that weighs 808 grams. Alrighty. So he starts coming. You see he's very active. Very, very, very active. Okay, there's a double. And it looks like we're going for another one. That's good, though. If it's a double, we should go until there's something clean, right? We should go until there's something clean. Just like that. And I get the lag hit, and then he smacks me on the back. Smacks me on the back afterwards. And there's a little conference there. His lag guard had slipped there a little bit, so he ate a little bump there. Okay, but he's okay. He's okay. The poor fellow, though. Well, you say it when somebody eats a little bump. He gets me with a bump on the arm later, though, a double bump. I'll show it to you when we get to it. Here comes Gabby, and Gabby's going for the saber. Ooh, and you know what? I chose the curved saber here, okay? I already went straight on curved earlier. And just with the curved saber, I find you always have to be more active, right? You just have to keep the thing in motion. Or you're just always gonna be behind if it isn't constantly in motion. Now, the flip side to that is that I think we called a double there, okay? I liked mine a little more, but I think we called a double here, okay? Here we go. Perfect. All right. So you see when Gabby went for that thrust, I was able to slip it. That one was fast, but I was able to slip the thrust, and then I had the grapple, and they were in a bad position. So I just showed I had the point right, and easy peasy. What are we at? I think we're at 14-3. 14-3. Okay, I'll take it. Let's go. What do we got here? We got Braden. Braden's going longsword. Braden's actually a good little longsworder here. Okay. But I mean, I almost wish we would have redone that exchange because, you know, I didn't really like that point, and I wouldn't have, if somebody didn't self-call on that point, I wouldn't have been offended. You know what I mean? I just been like, yeah, whatever. It did kind of suck. You know what I mean? This is an interesting one. Okay, so Francois, you see, he almost tags me with 2 thrusts there. He almost tags me with 2 thrusts, and I got him with the Zerkow to the arm. After those first 2 thrusts. Right, which he just didn't fully commit with his footwork, and that's why they didn't connect, because he didn't commit with his footwork. I just said, screw this, and I closed, got him tangled up into the bind and set him up for the Zerkow on the low line, which is just one of your foolproof ways to score, right? Next up, we have Andy went epee. Oh, we don't fence epee, we're HEMA. We don't do dirty sport fencing, okay? Just like that, all right? That was a nice one. I actually like that point. That was for me. We're 17-3. Nice little thrust to the body. Just that retraction. He ended up going under my arm and missing. Morgan chooses longsword, okay? So Morgan scored a point last time on me. Was one of my 3 losses. So this time I was like, Morgan, I am not going to let you work. Okay. I threw the shield how to the non-dominant shoulder, and that puts you in opposition if you close, and then you just step in to finish it off. Liz is going for foil this time. Nice little touch there. Pushing the pace a little bit too much, I think, right? Pushing the pace a little bit too much, and kind of, so I was able to get her with the overreaching. Next up, we have Case is choosing the rapier. Okay, I hate rapier. I think I said it earlier. I hate rapier, so I just fence long saber. Okay, I just fence long saber at that point because I think rapier sucks. So let's see here, and I went for the exact same opener I went for last time, only this time it worked. So we're at 20-3. Okay, maybe I didn't do as bad as I thought. I remember afterwards I was like, damn, I suck. You guys are all too good. Why do I suck at fencing? I'm such a piece of shit. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's all right. What do you think, Bill? Here I am with Etienne. Etienne on longsword. Etienne nails me on the longsword there. Great point there. And I'll tell you what, my setup there was terrible. My setup was terrible. My hands were too high. I wasn't threatening with the point, so he knew he didn't have to parry. There was no actual attack there. Terrible. I deserved to lose that exchange. Okay, it's not going to happen again. Okay. Next up, we've got Big Andrew. Big Andrew has fast hands, so you see that I threw like a little micro feint with my left there, and then once I saw that he was looking at the left, like was feigning the jab, then I threw the right and connected while closing the line with my left on the lower. And now Vince has chosen the Dusak and Buckler. Dusak and Buckler, that's kind of an unusual combination, but I'm here for it, you know. So Dusak and Buckler, never fenced it before, probably never will again. Maybe, I don't know, someone challenges me, and against a southpaw that's super twitchy. Oh man, quel dommage. Okay, I tried to get that one done quick by cutting over the arm. Let's see what we got here, okay? There we go. That was a double. Okay, yeah, that was a double, 100%. We both connected there. And then that was that was the double bump that I took. So when I went in there and I connected with my thrust, he went to hit, but he didn't actually cut at my sword arm. He punched my sword arm up by the shoulder while he brought the buckler down and struck me down around the elbow with the rim of the buckler. I was actually pretty sore afterwards. So here comes Gabby. What do we got from Gabby? Gabby went dagger, okay? Gabby went dagger. We can't see the angle very well here, okay? But basically, I was able to parry the initial attack with their dominant hand and was able to land my own straight right. So, rock and roll. Now we have Braden coming in. What does Braden choose here? Braden chooses foils. Okay, let's go. Let's get some. We don't fence foil. We're not sport fencers. What are you talking about? We're martial. True martial. Okay. Or did he take the FAs? No, I think he took the foils here. Okay. We end up in a little grapple here, and I probably could have claimed that one because, you know, like if you take someone's back, they're pretty. You know what I mean? You got them if you know what you're doing at all. But didn't take it there, okay? And we went to the next exchange. The next exchange, I flashed in. I didn't super commit, but, you know, I didn't want to go to another grapple and expend too much energy, right? I knew I was probably like I'm a little over halfway through here, okay? So I'm still trying to make sure that my energy is good. So next up, we have Francois with longsword. Francois is really good at longsword, okay? And he scores a really nice one here. He counters me with the Zerkow there as I come in, and I really liked that one. That was 25-5. So we're at 25-5 right now. 25-5. I suck. I have to get better. We've got Andy coming in for the Saber. Didn't Andy already do Saber? He wants redemption. I know he has a couple Saber plays he really likes, and I think he's trying to go set one up. But he made a mistake. He definitely made a mistake. Which was he let me pick the rapier here, or the Redeli. But you know what? He gets that exchange. My thrust to the body there, the tip didn't connect. And even though his cut one wasn't great, you know what I mean? I think it was a scoring cut. I definitely think it was a scoring cut. Morgan, same thing here. Morgan scored earlier. Not let Morgan score another one. Okay, so I throw the cut one and then close with the passing step and make sure I got my arm on theirs. Here we go with Liz. What does Liz choose? Liz chooses longsword. I love fencing Liz so much. They're so much fun. And we doubled out there. I think mine was a little better, but I mean, whatever. We both got stabbed. Double. Okay. There we go. And that one's a little more patient. Let her come in and score the cut to the forearm. Now, next up, and Case is back. Case is back with Sword and Buckler, okay? Normally, I don't really like Sword and Buckler. I think it hits like a fucking brick. Like, I don't like it. I don't like fencing it. But he won the last one, so I was like, no way, I'm not going to let you score again. Okay? All right, I tried to go for we double there. And here we go. There's the low cut with the parry up high, giving me the point. In case you're back in the bullpen, baby, better luck next time. Okie dokie. That was good. Actually, I think Case is a little better at Sword and Buckler than me, so that did actually make me happy. But you can't sleep. You have to push the pace, or they'll just mess you up. So Etienne goes for dagger here. And this one I had a little bit of a problem scoring. I got the first one there, but he wanted to do another, so I was like, fine, whatever, okay? He got that second one. So we're at 1-1 here, so we're going to go for a third one. Okay, we're going to go for a third one, alrighty. And then this third one. The third one, I honestly don't know who scored there, okay? I don't know if mine connected with the face mask or not. I know that his connected, though. So I'm just going to give it to him already, even though I scored the first point, and if we were doing one, then I would have gotten it, okay? Okay, can I help you? Can I help you? Get back here, okay? Who do we got up here? That's Big Andrew, okay? Well, that's Big Andrew. So Big Andrew, he's got himself that saber, and you know, I'm getting towards the end here. I'm definitely conserving energy, so if somebody gives me that stupid little undercut, honestly at this point, I'm gonna take it, okay, and I'm gonna get him. Alrighty. Alright, now what do we got here? We got Vince coming back, and Vince has chosen daggers, okay? Oh, just stay away from those big guy, okay? I don't want that stuff to get bumped, alright? Thank you, I appreciate it. Alright. So hold on, we missed that one. Oh, that was such a good play, too. I remember that one. So that one, I ducked and I stabbed him in the body. And he made a little, like, grazing contact with my back, but he wanted to go again, even though the back is an illegal target. And my duck hook to the body was brilliant. Okie dokie. So we do another two here, okay? We have a double on that one, and then the third one, I just do a quick pop to the face and just to kind of get it done. Alrighty, so next up we've got, what do we got next here? Let me see. Yes, looking good, buddy. Nice moves. Nice moves. I don't go too wild. We've got Gabby. This one's really good. I really love this one. This one's awesome, okay? Perfect. I almost got them there, okay? I almost got them there, and I love my pirouette, okay? Like 10 out of 10 for style points, you know what I mean? We double again, second double. Ooh, are we gonna go to third double? Okay. Third double, okay, and now let's see what we got here in the final one. Alright, the final one, I get it, okay? Just kind of linger in the high line for a second until I can get my hand on their arm to close it out. Perfect, and keep it clean. Braden goes for foam saber. I was blown away when Braden took the foam saber. And I was definitely like talking shit to him right there about choosing foam saber, right? He's been around for like over a year. You know what I mean? So I was giving him the business about that. There's another one for me. Francois comes up with the Dussac. I'm hot on Dussac. Look out, boys. I don't know if you want any of this Dussac smoke. I'll tell you what. The cleaver. Watch out. Cleaver is my best weapon, okay? Just like that. We call that one a double. Try to time him out there, and there it is. Okay, and that's the same point that I scored on Case with earlier, right? Just get that parry on the high inside, closer on their hand with the non-dominant. Okay, just be a little careful. Okay, just be a little careful, please, buddy. I don't want anything to be bumped. All right. Oh, now here we are with Andy. Now, Andy, I'm so glad to get another round of longsword with Andy because I was not happy about that hand snipe. So I was not going to let him work there. Okay, I just gum him up, get the sword, get the clean point, right? Easy peasy. He loves Fiore, so I'm always happy when I can when I can get like a sword grab him on him or something like that. Morgan comes back up, and Morgan goes to synthetic. This is more like it. Okay, I think this is where Morgan's kind of in their journey, is in synthetic land right now. Okie dokie. Pop, little stop, thrust, okay, but they do connect with my arm, so didn't get the clean one there, okay. I felt a little bad watching that. Oof. And there's the point to the body. Perfect. I never like to bump anyone too hard. Okay, except for you. Okay. And here we go, Liz coming in with the Dussac. I think this is the last one, and Liz chose Dussac. Huge mistake, Liz. Huge mistake, okay? Oh, and we double out there, okay? Okay, not bad, better than expected. Nice job, Liz. And here we go. What do we got? And just like that, okay, get them tied up on the high line, close it up with the non-dominant, and score the point. One more for the good guys. So I went, what is this, 36-7. 36-7, okay? I will take it, okay? I'm a little bummed. I was a little bummed, honestly. I was hoping for 40, but 36-7 is fine.